Hey Christina, it's Jim again, out to annoy you with another EA if you're not too busy. Basically, you'll probably see my email, which is a bit long-winded. I'll try to explain as best as I can, but a picture is better than 1,000 words any day. So here I'll give you a quick explanation of what it is, and this is just a bit of a rough idea. I think we can just do a basic version and build on it from there. Pretty well here what I've got is a Euro 4-hour chart. This is an indicator I've used before, this red line with the blue dots and the red or orange dots. It's YTR MACD Platinum or MACD Platinum. There's a couple of names for it, but it's basically got MACD Platinum. And here's a new indicator. This is called a QQE Advanced. It's taken from another system. This indicator itself is used in a certain way with these two lines, the blue and the orange line. I've explained in the email how I set them up. One's like a signal line, the other one's just a different line altogether. I'm not sure what they're actually called. I think I've labelled them 0 and 1 in the email. And as I said in the email, I'd like to use pretty well the same setup as the mod MACD EA that I used, which had a lot of parameters. It's all explained in the email. I like to keep a lot of those in if I could, especially like the take profit, stop loss, trading times, all that sort of stuff, etc. It's got a few indicators now. I'll just check. I've got some notes here. MACD, primary moving average, filter moving average, early bird, MACD platinum. Now, pretty well what I want to do is ditch the early bird, which is used to be the green and red arrows on the price, and replace it with this QQE Advanced. Now how this works, it works in conjunction with the MACD Platinum. That's how I'll probably use it. A buy signal, as long as that orange line is below that horizontal white dotted line, which is at the 50 level. If the blue line crosses up through that orange line, that cross there on the close of that candle, it gives me that cross, is a buy signal. That's if that was just standalone. However, it has to coincide, not at the exact time, but it has to be in sync with the MACD Platinum. I'll get rid of that. See how here we've got the blue dot. That blue dot is actually before that cross. But since we've got the blue dot in place, the next candle will give us that cross, and we go long on that entry there. That's the initial entry on the open of that candle there. So blue dot and a cross from below the orange line, and the orange line has to be below that 50 level, that white dotted line. Now in my email I'll talk about a secondary cross. The orange line still below the blue line, and the blue line then crosses the white horizontal line. That's a secondary entry. So that's the cross on that candle. So when I open that candle, it'll be a second entry to go long. So basically got two positions going long. Now, as I said, it might be a bit hard to do what I'm asking for next, but in the meantime I could set it up anyway with stop loss, trailing stop, take profit, etc. if I wanted to, just from the original mod MACD EA. But as I said, you may have to build an EA from scratch. I don't know. You know me, I'm a good coder, don't know anything about it. Alright, now the second part I was asking about, which is in my wish list. See how basically the MACD Platinum's going up, but we get this red dot here. It'd be good if we could say close half the position at that red dot and say move the stop to break even or something along those lines. Might not be possible. It's no big deal if you can't do it, because I'll be quite happy. See, we get another cross here too, and this is just ignoring the MACD Platinum when I was talking about it going back below the going back below the 50 line, then crossing back up. If that was, say, all blue and that red dot wasn't there, it was all blue and didn't go red to say up here, then that'd be a third entry on that cross there. So it still meets the parameters, but in this case it doesn't because of that red dot. Alright, see if we can show you. So we've got a red dot, so basically the MACD Platinum is saying we want to go shorter, right? But the QQE is keeping me long. However, now the orange line crosses above the white horizontal line. So any cross from the blue down through the orange line is now a signal to go short, and here it is here. We're already red here, so it's short. We get the cross here, so there's our entry on the open of this candle here. So down we go, and we get this blue dot, and we get a cross to the upside. This is where it gets a little bit ugly, but we get the cross first. Now, I'm not sure here whether we should take a close, if we could do that close half position on that cross, because the cross happens before the red dot, the blue dot, sorry. But now we've got the blue dot, and the orange line is below the white line, horizontal line, and the blue line's crossed from underneath. Technically on there is a signal to go long. Not a very good one, look in hindsight. And see, we get that cross again there. Now this is where I'm not 100%, but what happens here is we get another cross to the upside, and all the other parameters are still met. We're still long. There's a blue dot. So there's our initial entry on the open of that candle there. Then we get the break through the white horizontal line, which gives us a second entry up through there. It goes up nicely, up nicely, up nicely. So we get that red dot. That's where I'd like. It'd be nice if I could close, say, half my position and say move a stop to break even or trail it behind 50 points or something like that. That's something I'm not sure how viable it is. So now basically the MACD Platinum's telling us we're short, and it's not until here we get a cross down. The orange line is above the 50 white line. Blue line crosses down through it. We're already short on the MACD Platinum, so now we're short. It stays short, stays short, stays short. We get the break of the MACD Platinum line. We get the break of the white horizontal line. So we add to that position and just follow it down, and we get that blue dot. See here, this is another thing too. We get the blue dot. So, say for example, would it be possible to say close out, as I already asked, close out half the position there, but then we only go one candle further and we get another red dot. All the other parameters, it's still a short from way back here. Would it be possible again to add an extra position to go short again there, then close out half again? Then that is a long trade there, because we've got the cross from below and it's already a blue dot. Not a very good one. We get a bit ugly in here, get a few crosses even though we're long. Another long entry there, not good at all. And we get red there, and we get a cross there, but it's not a sell because the orange line is not above the white. So if that could just close out the whole trade there. Let's see if I've got a few minutes still. See if I can show you another couple of examples. Blue dot on the MACD Platinum. Orange is below the 50, the white line. Cross from the upside. Go long. Here's a good example. We get a break there. Break here. We go long up here somewhere for a second entry. See how price drops down on that little bearish candle. Then it pops up on the next candle. Back above, there's a third entry. So we go long there. Still 151 points. This is a 4-hour chart. So then we go red. I'm just not sure about closing, when to close. That's the only thing. The entry signals are pretty clear, pretty straightforward, and pretty clear. And as I said in the email, it might be asking a bit too much to build that like close in with these change of colours of dots or something like that. I may just use it as a semi-auto entry robot, so I don't miss the entries, and I'll get the emails to say that the EA's taken an entry. I can initially set up a safety stop, say at 200 pips or something like that, just in case there's a catastrophe. Or I can set up a trailing stop, or I can set up a target, depending on what my target is for the week. You know, this is 4 hours, and here's a nice entry. It's already short from back here on the MACD Platinum, and you get your cross, first cross there, second cross there, like 2 entries, bang bang. You know, it takes you down 230 pips. Yeah, it's over 12 hours. Yeah, I could get to the computer by then and manually adjust that, and maybe be aware, well, there's a brand new, even if I missed it, there's a brand new reversal, because I certainly like reversals built into the EA from blue dot there, and a qualifying trade to the long side from there, which would close out the short completely and open a long. So that's just a basic overview of the video to give you an idea. I'll attach these indicators so you know what they are, and I'll attach the old mod MACD, and I hope to hear back from you soon. Thanks very much, Christina.